recently made a Luigi short using audio from the movie Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed. The reason I did this was to practice anticipation and exaggeration mostly, but also because I thought it'd be really funny as an animation. The original one was actually much longer though. I was gonna do the whole scene, but once I kind of mapped it out on a storyboard, it just was not as funny as I thought it was going to be. Just that long. It was way funnier just to get that 30-second scene of him just arguing with it and not listening to the weed. But honestly, I'm glad I storyboarded it first because it didn't quite turn out how I had it in my head. So by doing that, I actually saved myself a lot of time because I didn't make a Toadsworth or even Professor Egad model. I didn't make a Daisy model like that was going to be in it and be the mayor. But I just made Luigi as Larry and the weed as Piranha Plant, and that's just all I had on screen. The background itself also didn't take very long to make. I just kind of looked up what Luigi's house looked like in Luigi's Mansion 2 and based it off of that. And honestly, I'm really glad I did it because it helped me A, make a decent background even though it's barely in the animation, and B, it helped me to realize that sometimes the minimalist option is the best one. But this leads me into kind of talking about storyboarding. And normally I just do like a couple thumbnails of important scenes that I think need to be in it. And then normally I just get like the first maybe minute of the animation and go from there. I'm mostly talking from past experience of an animation I made that I know I've shown on this channel. It's that one with the UFO and the guy running across the roofs. That is all I storyboarded in that original animation. And after I got to that point, I'm like, okay, now I know where I'm going with this, and I made the rest of the animation without a storyboard, which definitely was a mistake, because I didn't really have a script, I didn't really know what the characters were going to be saying, and to be dead honest, the amount of arrogance I have when I think, you know, this guy who has like 10, 20 years of animation experience and is telling me to storyboard, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I've got the perfect image in my head and I'm going to follow it. Yeah, just the amount of like arrogance that has to go into that and ego for me to even have thought that way, I can't even grasp it now because it was so stupid to think that I knew better than some really experienced animator. And even to this day, some things that I still do that I probably think are genius are one day going to be something where I look back and think, what was I thinking? So it's just something I gotta overcome, which is why I'm trying all these principles right now, because if I just try to go in and animate anything, make a pilot for something, or even just try to make some concept animation of something, it's gonna look terrible. So I'm just trying to get all like the bad practice out of me now by making these shorts, which is why they just randomly started one day and I didn't announce them. I just randomly woke up one morning and thought, you know, I'm gonna put some of this stuff to the test. The only real plan I had was just to finish the animation. I didn't really know at the time what it was going to look like. I didn't even know what characters I was going to use. I immediately thought of Piranha Plant, and originally it was going to be of Mario, but then I thought, wait, Larry's green, and Luigi's green. Also, he has the L on his cap, so obviously I thought Larry, Luigi, same thing, right? But yeah, that's where it kind of stemmed from. I thought of doing more scenes from just kind of some VeggieTales things using Luigi as Larry, but honestly, I might get to those later, or I may never get to them. I don't know at this point. I'm really at this point enjoying making the shorts. Well, I've made one short so far that I've posted. I hope to have the Knuckles one up soon, because honestly, I think that one might be the funniest one I ever post. But honestly, I don't know how long I'm going to do these. It could be something I do for the next year, or maybe it's something I do for years at this point. But I honestly don't know, because it's just something I'm trying new, and I don't know if I'll like it forever. I really do hope to start making longer animations though. I don't know when that's going to happen, is the honest truth. I've only made one animation so far, but I've got a couple ideas in my head, and in my free time I've just been storyboarding them so I can kind of get an idea of what they look like and see which one I want to do next. The next one I'm working on is a Knuckles animation, where he's just going to be shouting at the Death Egg, like challenging it to a fight. I think it's going to look hilarious. It's going to use some audio from an old cartoon called Skunk Fu. The episode is called The Art of Attitude. If you've seen it, then you probably know the scene I'm using. It's only 10 seconds long, but it's a hilarious scene. I'll let you look it up if you want to, or you can wait till the animation's done, but again, It's a very short scene, a very easy scene too, but I'm storyboarding it still because I want to get the idea of the movement. I don't want to first animate Knuckles and have him do all this stuff and then realize, oh, I don't want to use any of that and have wasted time. Because in the storyboard, I actually only made, I think, counting even the Death Egg scenes, maybe 12 frames. That's all it was, just the thumbnailing of it. So I thumbnailed those. I've actually remade it twice at this point of this recording. And honestly, I think I finally have the final version that I want.
Destruction!